As with all our advertising, we are careful to ensure that material is appropriate for the audience and the channel for which it is intended. Bad luck about all the young kids who are also seeing it. But our illustrious advertising standards board, I should say, what did they say? The board viewed the advertisement, let us all view, and considered the pose of the woman to be so ridiculous that it was an obvious and clever use of self-referential humour. The board also felt that the image was actually mocking inappropriate use of sex, sexuality and nudity in advertising. So let me tell you, well, you are not alone in America. Is that comfort? Oh, this is fabulous. This is in Woman's Weekly magazine. And of course it's for Woolworths supermarket ad for their snack pack of nuts. And the most fabulous thing is at the bottom line, it's hard to read, it says, available from the cooking aisle of Woolworths supermarkets.
Is that a little girl?
It's a woman. It's a woman coming out of a cocoon to start her fresh new life. Now, young girls' magazines, I have a huge beef about. By the way, I complain all the time. I write complaint letters. We have now a Senate inquiry right now and in our government into the sexualisation of children. It is fantastic, and it's happening just as we speak. I wrote my submission 10 minutes before I left for the airport. It's a really great step because it says to the community and to the corporate world that this is a serious issue and it's being treated as such. So I'm very, very happy to say that the Australian government is involved. And, you know, they'll come up with recommendations. They're not coming up with decisive action, but it's a step forward in the right direction. Young girls' magazines from 10 to 15, I would say really 8 to 14. You'd be done with this magazine when you're 14. Self-respect campaign, aren't they great? They're just like Dove. They're doing fabulous things. But what's the axe angle? Well, you know, a few months ago they were giving away free Playboy t-shirts. Isn't that lovely? I rang them, I said, you know, gee, I think you're grooming young girls to wear the major brand of the pornography industry. And the woman said, it hasn't got a logo on it. Except that she hadn't seen it actually. She actually said it was in the warehouse and she hadn't seen it. Playboy is infiltrating mainstream everywhere in Australia, as it is here. This line of makeup is available in general stores everywhere. My daughter and her friend found these for me. And you'll notice on the right, the blush is called Tiny to the Bedpost. And the lip gloss is Hef's favourite lip gloss. And I said to them, if it was called Grandpa's favourite lip gloss. Disgusting. Now also in these young girls magazines they have wallpapers for cell phones. Now, you know, for example on the right, you can also text in hunks, 100% pure beef, love boys, text girlfriend for thousands of hunks. What message is that for young girls? And these are the other things that you'll find. Sex, when it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it's still pretty good. Save a virgin, do me instead. Now, I have sent all these images into the government in my submission. I've embedded them. Interestingly enough, they've put all the submissions up on their website. The government, why? I wonder why. I had this issue that I'm continually stopped when I speak to the media and I want to show them this is what children are exposed to. They say, oh, we can't show it, it's too inappropriate. Help, the condom broke. The top question, can I perform oral sex if I have braces? Do you want to know the answer? Yes, if he's wearing a condom. Unbelievable. Young girls magazines. Now this store, I'm really got these guys on my bad books. This is in every general store, every general shopping centre in Australia. What's new? Now have a look at it. It's a kids store. It's got, do you have Beanie Kids here?
Yeah.
Official home of the Beanie Kids. It's got lots of kids things everywhere. Simpsons there, I don't know. Anyway, it says the funky place to be. It's, you go inside, no, this is not nice. Have a look. They've got a lot of alcohol products. They've got this whole R-rated section. Now they've got a little sign that says boob stuff for 18 over. But it's still in full view of all the kids. And I stand there and I watch kids unsupervised, of course. In shopping centres, you don't expect to be supervising, 11, 12, 13-year-olds. Go off, do that while I do this, and in they go. J-Ho, the famous Love Fanny doll. She's got the arse everyone dreams about. 3 tender love holes, pick your passion. They've got blow-up dolls, full view, this height. They've got love checks for a blissful blowjob, for a loving blowjob. They've got kids that are putting their hands through them all the time, watching, looking.
You should tell Gale about that.
Yeah. No, that's J-Ho, darling. It's J-Ho. Well, it's obvious. They've got a cup in the middle of the shop. Better to have fucked up than never fucked at all. La Stilinda, the passionate pen holder. It's extraordinary. I've written a couple of times, I've got no answer, funnily enough, from this mob. This, by the way, I went into the store just before I came here, and I was shocked. I saw this. Now what is that? That's gone to the government. Because I have discovered that there is no legislation, you can't sell it to kids, but where's the legislation that kids should not be exposed to this stuff? It should be in a sex shop. When did it come out? It's extraordinary. That's a baby size 0 t-shirt. That's, I just saw that a month ago in one of the most popular young people's stores. Target undies. Teenage wear. So, I'm not only concerned about how kids are being sexualised, but what are they exposed to in their environment that they should not be being exposed to. Smile, it's the second best thing you can do with your lips. Target. Soft porn magazines everywhere. What sort of message is this? What is it sending our kids? That's the message it's sending. That's at the local store, just near my kids' school. My daughter said, "Oh my God, look at that, Mum." So, I won't go through the whole thing, but this is what we're asking for. Screening of billboards before they enter the public domain. Sexualised music video clips only shown outside children's viewing hours. We've got them on free TV Saturday and Sunday mornings. Limitations on the sexual content in all magazines that kids are likely to read. Regulation of sexualised merchandise. I've spoken to lawyers, I've spoken to Children's Commission, and no one can find me a law that says anything about sexualised merchandise where kids are likely to frequent. So I want the government to legislate. The police have come up with the only thing they could come up with, it could be a summary offence, which is like $50 fine if you're lucky. Pornographic magazines kept covered out of the eye level of children and young teens. We've got them everywhere, newsagents, supermarket, convenience stores. Stricter control on radio and TV advertising. Establish an independent regulatory system to oversee all media interests for children and sideswipe this ridiculous self-regulatory system. And establish a single entry public complaint system for all areas of the media. I don't know what it's like here, but people in the community say they feel powerless because it's so confusing, the system. If you want to complain about a TV or an ad in a newspaper or a magazine, it's all different avenues. So people give up, of course they don't bother. So the industry says, "Oh, we don't have any problems, we only got 4 complaints last year." So what I've set up on my website is opportunity for people to voice their opinion, to actually register their names, and it's a growing body of people who are concerned. So I can go to the government, I can go to the Advertising Standards Board and say, "Hey, thousands of people are registering, internationally as well, because they've got somewhere to actually, put their complaint." We, just about a month after the campaign started, the Advertising Association decided to review its children's code to advertising. We've now got to send an inquiry into the broadcasting situation as well. So, my point is, our voice does make a difference. You know, I don't want to minimise by saying I'm just a mum, I'm just a comedy writer. You know, I had nothing to do with this industry before I started, and it's been a huge learning curve, but it's making a difference, just standing up. And I go to the video store and I say to the video store owner, would you please move your R-rated videos away from the family section? You know, go away from the comedy section. And you know, invariably they do, because I think it's about raising awareness. So I just want to say that I'm really interested in forming a global alliance. It's an increasing global problem. It's not